Hi, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope everyone is doing really well. So today I am going to be talking about dieting hacks and tricks and how they're totally stupid. I just wanted to find the ones that caused the greatest ridiculous reaction from me. I was looking for the ones that made me just go, oh no. No. There's hundreds, I'm sure, but these are the ones that I saw continuously repeated. And they also were some that just, I was like, come on. The first one is, if you feel hungry, you might just be dehydrated. So drink some water, wait, and if you're still hungry, well, then you'll have to figure something out. So I'm of the belief that if you feel hungry, you probably are. There's this myth that dehydration and hunger get confused. And I'll be honest, I have fallen victim to believing that. It's not true. If you're feeling hungry, you're probably hungry. In fact, 99.9% of the time, you probably are just hungry. So eat something. Stop trying to trick your brain or trick your body into thinking you're full by just consuming water. That's just stupid. The problem with this is when you ignore your hunger cues or you try to suppress them, you're actually telling your body to stop signaling you when you are hungry. So you're actually pretty much turning off your body's natural ability to let you know, hey, I'm hungry, which simultaneously turns off your body's ability to tell you, hey, stop eating, I'm full. Your ability to have an appetite, have cravings, things that you kind of take for granted until you lose it. And currently, I am in a state of no appetite, and it sucks. I hate it. I wish I had an appetite. I wish things sounded good, because when things don't sound good, you just don't eat. Number 2, cut meals in half. Or you could just eat until you're full, or eat until your hunger is satisfied. These are also options. If you go into a meal with this set rule that you're like, I'm only going to eat half of what's in front of me, you either A, feel guilty for not finishing your plate, or B, you feel guilty for finishing your plate. You're just teaching yourself to feel guilty around food. Just eat until you're full, or eat until you're satisfied. That might mean half of the plate. It might mean 3/4 of the plate. It might mean 1/3. It might mean the whole thing. Eat until your hunger is satisfied and you're full. Which refers back to number 1, stop trying to ruin your body's ability to let you know when you are full. Your body knows what it's doing. We keep thinking we know better, and we keep interfering, and we're ruining our body's natural ability to function. Let's say you're at a stage in your life where you're like, I just want to be healthy. I want to create healthy habits. But you come from a place of disordered eating. When you finish your plate of food, it automatically feels like you've broken a rule, that you should feel guilty and ashamed for eating, even though you have the good intentions of creating new healthy habits. Your old unhealthy disordered habits are always going to kind of try to creep in there and make you feel bad and negative about yourself. Don't buy into these hacks or these tricks or tips in the first place. So that's why I'm making this video, to let you know this is all bullshit. Number 3, low calorie swaps, and incidentally low carb swaps as well. Cauliflowered rice is not the same as rice. Zoodles are not the same as noodles. They're just not the same thing. Trying to trick your brain because you're craving pasta, and trying to trick your brain into thinking zucchini is going to satisfy that pasta craving, you're better off eating the thing you're craving than trying to come up with some creative swap that will not satisfy that craving, which will lead you to binging because you're just going to go eat everything else to try and satisfy that craving. If you had just eaten the pasta in the first place, the binge could have been avoided. Zoodles are delicious. Riced cauliflower is delicious. All of these alternatives are delicious. Well, most of them are. They're not the same thing. You cannot convince me. You will never convince me. They're not the same thing. So to anyone who's like, it tastes exactly the same, no, it doesn't. Number 4, and this one, honestly, I'd never heard this before, and it kind of made me upset. More so than the previous 3. When you're faced with temptation, visualize your previous meal. The people who have an eating disorder are obsessed with food because they're constantly thinking about what they just ate and what they have to eat or what they can eat. This is creating an obsession with food. I'm speaking from personal experience. When food is your main focus, you literally cannot think about anything else. It consumes your every waking moment. You wake up thinking about food, you go to bed thinking about food. You cannot think about anything else. Temptation, you're being tempted like this is a bad thing, like it's sinful. We're gonna go into like religious terms here because that's kind of where temptation stems from. It's saying that this is a bad thing. To want to eat food is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Number 5, eat soup. This is basically saying go on a liquid diet with an emphasis on soup. Eat food that requires you to chew. Soup all the time. Ew. Number 6, eat in front of a mirror. Now, this was a problematic tip 10 plus years ago. I remember hearing about this, and every so often it comes up again. Just why? I mean, I know why, but why? Why was this ever a thing? It's so stupid. Eat with your family. Eat with your friends. Eat with better company than your reflection. Number 7, color coordinate your food to your plate. A study was conducted and it showed that people who ate red foods off of red plates ate less than a person who ate white foods off of red plates. This study was conducted on a very, very small group of people, so no scientific research has shown this, and that concludes my list of dumb things. There were a lot more, but these were just the ones that stood out to me as the most idiotic, and the ones that I can see as pretty problematic. And of course, I will be continuing to talk down on dieting tips and tricks and weight loss tips and tricks as well. I'm all for weight loss if it's necessary. However, please don't fall into the trap of these stupid scams and hacks. Just strive for health, and if weight loss is a result of that, good if it's necessary. That's what I think. Anyway, thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy it, you can give it a thumbs down. That is cool too. I don't mind. If you are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit the notification bell to be notified of all future uploads. And a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed thus far. I really do appreciate it, so thank you so much. If you have any comments, questions, video suggestions, anything at all, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Be sure to go follow me over on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye!